The most important conversation is the one that you have with yourself. A quote said by David Goggins that has stuck with me ever since the day I heard that quote. So, how we going, guys? Liam here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the importance of that quote and how it changed my life and how it can also change your life. So, I probably heard this quote back in 2023 when I was scrolling through. It was probably a late night, and David Goggins and Andrew Tate were pretty big back then, and they were very, very skyrocketing in terms of virality on social media, and that was probably one of the biggest quotes that actually stuck with me. I was laying in my bed, and when I heard that quote, the most important conversation is the one that you have with yourself, it struck me. I'm like, holy shit. And when I talked to myself on what I truly wanted in life and what I truly wanted to achieve and where I wanted to end up and who I wanted to end up with, it really changed me and opened my mind to say that I can do anything I put my mind to in my life, and it can do that for you too. So how this all really started is, as soon as I heard this quote, I just looked at myself and I thought, what do I want in life? And at that point in time, I didn't know what I truly deeply wanted in life, and all I wanted to do at that point in time was just to be better. And what I mean by that is I wanted to be fitter, I wanted to be a lot happier, and I wanted to not be addicted to porn. Those were the three things that were truly, affecting my life, my life quality. And when I looked at that, those were the things that I truly wanted to cut off out of my life and cut in or bring in new better habits into my life, which was exercise, having a girlfriend potentially, and just doing things that I love doing every single day that I used to do without even thinking, and just loving life when I was doing those things that made me truly happy. And I feel like when you look at what you truly want in life and actually stop and think and talk to yourself, hey, what do you want to achieve in life? What do you truly want to do? How do you want to do this? When do you want to do this? When you have that conversation with yourself, it opens your mind. That's the first thing. It's just having that conversation. And David Goggins is right every single time when he says that. Because when you truly know what you want, then you know how to get there and you know what to do to get there. And that's when I figured out what the problem was, how I solved the problem, and how I can get to the goal I wanted to get to, where I am now. You truly are going to change yourself if you just talk to yourself like nearly every day. Like, hey, how am I going? That's one of the big things I did every day. Like, hey, how can I get better? Hey, how can I do this better? Hey, how can I, get to my goal faster? What can I do right now that's going to change my life completely? And it was just having that conversation with myself, just seeing what I really wanted. And if it's not what others wanted, well, I didn't worry about that. I just worried about what I truly wanted in life. It's not about whether what other people, want or what they want you to do for them. It's about what you want to do for yourself. And when I truly realized that as well, it completely changed me as well. And I feel like a lot of people get stuck in that situation of where they're trying to do things for others, and it's great, you're showing that you're a selfless person, but you've also got to remember, you've got to do things for yourself as well. And as you can see, a train's going past right now, but I don't really care. I'm still going to chat. I'm still going to talk about what I truly want to do in life, and that is to talk to you guys. And that's the next big thing I wanted to do, is to help other people. And it always wasn't wanting to help people in my life to talk on YouTube, but what I'm doing right now. I had different things that I wanted to do in my life when I talk to myself, and it always will maybe even change quite often, and that's okay. I wanted many different things at many different times, but then I realized, hey, maybe I want this instead more, maybe I want other things more than this thing. And when I just started doing those things in my life and cutting those bad habits out, and by talking to myself on how I could do that, it completely changed my life quality. And it can for you too. You may not exactly know what you want, but there is a few things that you want exactly cut out of your life. So do that first. Because when you talk to yourself on what you want to get out of your life and what you want to bring in, it'll bring in so many endless opportunities into your brain of what you truly wanted before, obviously, you're in the position that you're in now, which is you just don't genuinely know. And then you will find out what you want to, achieve in life. And that's the biggest thing. When I cut, porn and started exercising in my life and wanted to become fitter, I started to open my mind that I could do anything I wanted to do in my life. And when that kind of concept entered my mind, I'm like, holy shit. I started walking up mountains, I started doing other YouTube things, and I started doing things I never thought I could achieve in my life. And It's crazy what that quote did. It just changed me completely as a person. It just drove me to, build better discipline in my life, build a better routine, get a better job. And, I used to work at a fast food restaurant. Now I work somewhere completely better, like an office job. Some people may not have that same idea. You may want to work a construction job. You may want to work a hands-on job, and that's okay. Everyone wants a different thing in their life. And that's something you've got to understand too. Like, you're not going to want what everyone else wants sometimes, and that's okay. You may not want what your friends want, and that's completely fine. You can strive for what you want to do in life. You don't have to do things because your friends do it. You do things because you want to do it. You got to do things that you love by talking to yourself. What do I love to do in life? Not what others want to do. I keep pointing that out because, I used to think that a lot of what others want to do, but I also then started to think, hey, what do I actually want in my life? And I've never been happier of doing things that I want to do in life. And of course you can do what other people like as well, just to make them happy and also be a selfless person. You can still do that, but you can't forget about yourself. And it sounds so selfish to say, but you are also an important person in your own life too, because you are the narrator and you're the author of your own story. And I feel like a lot of people forget about that sometimes, and I forgot about it for quite a while. And as soon as I had that conversation with myself on what I truly wanted in my life, it helped me build better discipline, build exercise into my life, cut down porn consumption completely, and cut out fapping out of my life for good. And I want you to save this video for later, because I feel like having that conversation with yourself is so important to help you grow as a person. Because without having that conversation with myself, I don't think I can be where I am today without knowing what I truly wanted in life. And having that conversation can truly unlock that potential in your mind to understand what you want and to understand how you can find of what you truly want in life by cutting out the bad habits and introducing good habits. And that's what worked for me personally. It may not work for you. You may already know what you want. You may already have a big goal that you want to achieve in life and you're just not sure on how to do it. Have that conversation with yourself. Solve that problem. If you don't know the exact answer, find a way that will give you more answers up until you will achieve what you want to get to in life. Because as soon as I just started, cutting out the bad habits, it unlocked my mind to other things that I truly wanted to do and remembered on what I actually really wanted to do in life before I forgot about those things. And that was to be a YouTuber and talk about real shit on YouTube like this, what I'm doing now. And I don't think I'd be confident enough if I had that conversation with myself and just put myself out there and, just said, fuck it. Who gives a fuck of what other people think? TFE. Tell them fuck them. I won't go into what that means and how I know what that means, but thanks for watching today's video, guys. I hope this video helps you have that conversation with yourself and helps you understand what you truly want in life. And I know I've been kind of mumbling and stuttering on some words. That's because sometimes I just genuinely don't know what to say. Then I just click in my mind of what I want to say right now. But make sure you like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so obviously you never miss a video like this, because I do truly like making videos like this and talking about real shit in life. I hope this helps. If you've got any questions, let me know down the comment section below, or comment your support or comment your own thoughts down there, and I'll bloody catch you all in the next one.